Good afternoon. My name is Soto. Unit 6 Maslow Group Project. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Maslow hierarchy pyramid, the 5 levels. We did a group, and I have in my group it's Chloe Hensley and myself, Aura Soto. I have my patient here with me. I went and interviewed my patient. She's a 28-year-old female patient. She's a mother of 2 children. She has type 1 diabetes. She actually was diagnosed at the age of 14 years old. Because of that age, type 1 diabetes, she uses the insulin pump. The pump delivers insulin to herself often during the day as prescribed by her endocrinologist. Okay, patient is coming in today for a surgery, gallbladder surgery, cholecystectomy. Some of the symptoms that she was having, it was a fever, some pain, some nausea, and so we went ahead and did some extra tests, and we found out that she has to have a gallbladder removal. Okay, as the situations arises, we as the medical staff have all the concerns that need to address us when evaluating the patient for surgery or treatment. The Maslow hierarchy of need theory is applied to assess if the patient is able to recover from surgery, if they have a safe environment post-surgery, and if their personal need can be met by the staff while they are inpatient. Where does our patient fall on the triangle of the Maslow need? In our interview, our 21-year-old female will start in the bottom of the pyramid, okay, and work our way up to establish where she sits within the first 3 levels of the triangle. And there's a physiological needs, safety needs, and social needs. We ask the basic questions of her living situations, transportations, and of course, her transportation. We need to know how is she gonna get to the hospital? How is she gonna get back home? And also occupation, because we need to find out if we had to give her back to work excuse, or if she needs any time off from work. We need all of that in order for her to go forward with the surgery. Here are some of the background questions that I did to my patients. One of them is, where do you live? And this is my patient, my 20-year-old. Okay, so one of the questions that I have for you is, where do you live?
I live at home with my boyfriend and our 2 children.
Okay, so as we know, she lives at home with her 2 children. Is this your permanent, do you have a permanent place to live?
Yeah.
Okay, and you have a reliable transportation?
Yes, my boyfriend owns a car.
Okay, and then do you work or do you stay at home?
I'm a stay-at-home mother.
Okay, and then will you have, after the surgery, will you have any help at home?
Yes, I'm walking distance from family, and I have friends who will help after the surgery.
Okay, so we know that she has help. We know that she has family member, and then she's also walking distance from where she's gonna have the surgery, if just in case she has to go back to the hospital for, let's say, emergency or fevers or pain or more pain medication if she needs to. So the patient already visited her endocrinology, which she already informed them or him that she is gonna have surgery, and he agreed that she should go forward with the surgery. I also asked the patient, since she has 2 little small children, does she have any help with daycare?
Yes, I have family that are going to help.
Okay, so that's very important that our patients have family or friends that can help. If that case, if they don't have any family or any help, then we'll connect the patients with the social worker, our social worker. That way they can arrange for daycare and have someone that can either come over or the patient can bring the children to a daycare while she recovers. Okay. Okay. So like I said, our patient, lives with her long-term boyfriend of 8 years. He works outside of the home while she's a stay-home mom with the 2 preschool age children. And they live in a house which they rent to own, meaning that they rent in there and then they're just paying the owner. And then, in a long term, they'll be the owner of that house, which is really good. Okay. And they do share a car, and then like she says, she lives walking distance from her family and friends. Okay. So her psychological need are met. Has a stable housing situation and a reliable transportation. That way, if needed, she could come back to the hospital and she has a good, comfortable place to go back and heal properly. So before the surgery can be very stressful, as we all know, and very scary. So we try to comfort the patient as much as possible. And part of that is knowing about any pre-existing condition that the patient might have, and then put that as a priority. Being type 1 diabetes, she will need extra care and attention to keep up under her blood sugar under control. And so that way the staff needs to know that she needs to have medication at a routine, okay, scheduled routine medication. Okay, also with her dietary, her meals. So throughout this process, the patient health and recovery from a successful surgery is always the top priority. The mental recovery from our surgery is a big factor in a positive recovery. So we want to make sure that she's recovering well and that she doesn't have any complication after she goes home. Okay, our staff will repeat some of the previous questions and repeat the aftercare instructions required for her surgery. The staff will inform a family member or friend about the care and to make sure that everyone is clear on the instruction on how to take care of her. This way, there will be no room for any miscommunication that could lead to a health risk for our patient once she is discharged and she goes home. Okay.